Hello, this is a test. Can you tell me if you can hear me and you can see my screen, please? Perfect. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, I am really sorry for uh, being late. My apologies. But yeah, it's the first time that I present in this computer. So yeah, we know that sometimes issues will appear. Anyways, let's get started. Thank you very much for staying with me. Um, I hope that you are enjoying the Global Azure, which is a 3-day event in which you will learn a lot about the Azure platform in different categories: developer, infrastructure, administration, security. Well, there are more than 250 um, presentations from more than 150 authors, I believe. Thank you very much, Edward, for your comment. Also, Gustavo, thanks for confirmation. So let's get started without any delay. My name is Luis Beltran. I am a Microsoft MVP in developer technologies and artificial intelligence. Today, I'm going to present the topic AI enrichment with Azure Cognitive Search, as part of the Global Azure Virtual 2020. So I am from Mexico, but currently I am working as researcher at Tomás Batia University in Slim, Czech Republic. I'm also a lecturer at Tecnológico Nacional de México en Celaya, in Mexico, of course. And I'm very passionate about Xamarin, Azure, and artificial intelligence. Um, Here you have my email address and also my Twitter. If you would like to hear or read some information about these technologies, mobile, cloud, artificial intelligence, feel free to reach out, send me an email if this topic was interesting for you, or if we can connect about some topic about Azure, about artificial intelligence. I will be glad to help and collaborate. So yeah, uh, the agenda is quite simple, but very enlightening. So first, just very brief description about what is Azure Search. We will describe this recent cognitive service, but really powerful. Then we will explain what is AI enrichment, give some description, what steps you can follow to perform this in your documents, and finally a demo and some maybe conclusions. So Azure Cognitive Search service is from this offer from the cloud. You can use it to add intelligent queries into your data. Of course, when you have a database, you normally write SQL queries and you obtain information like from customers, which one is the best customer or which one requires more attention, like they haven't bought anything. But what is impressive about the search service is that you can search not only from these databases and tables, but also from unstructured data, such as PDF document files, images, PowerPoint slides, you name it. So yeah, when we take a look at a company's sources of information, we are going to find out that while sometimes is the information is normally stored in databases, the real value is found in documents such as invoices, receipts, meetings, minute business plans, emails between customers and the company, product information. Um, Even the website is a source of information, so they contain a lot of data. Basically, we can say that 80% of companies' data is present in this unstructured data. So yeah, maybe what you are looking for, maybe if you want to look for information there, it's not an easy task, and you cannot even automate it as it would be for a database. So how would you build a software that can search information in this kind of unstructured files? So the answer is with this recent new uh, cognitive service, which is Azure Search, which has powerful features such as keyword search, autocomplete for suggestions based on the main content, context relevant search. For instance, consider even the geolocation of a person. That is also a source of information that can be also relevant to provide customized experiences or customized data, personalized, depending on context. Like if there is a person from Mexico who is performing the search, maybe we can provide the results in Spanish. Most probably, yeah, they will speak Spanish. If someone from Czech Republic is consulting the information, we can translate the data or the results to their native language. So yeah, that is also possible, and you will see in the AI enrichment that we are going to build, the pipeline. So yeah, you can combine this cognitive search with other services. For instance, you can add optical character recognition, OCR, to identify text within your images, or you can include speech transcription to search by your voice. So what about the translation I already mentioned, from one language to another? Yeah, there are a lot of possibilities from these cognitive services. They are not isolated. You can join them to actually build a smart solution. And well, if you already have an Azure account, well, it makes sense to actually use another service from this platform, from this offer. So okay, so yeah, in this case, to connect, basically all that we will need is that the information is stored, or the Azure Search can see it from somewhere, let's say from the Blob storage, which is the most common, let's say, solution for storing this data, yes, raw data. Um, Anything, images, PDF files, HTML content, PowerPoint slides. So the cognitive service extracts metadata, text from the images. Yeah, it can read a lot of information from there. So what is the AI enrichment? Well, basically, AI enrichment is a capability of the Azure Cognitive Search indexing that is used to extract text from images, blobs, and these unstructured data sources that we mentioned. The enrichment and the extraction make your content more searchable um, because it is based on an index or on a knowledge storage. The extraction, the enrichment are implemented using cognitive skills attached to the indexing pipeline. The cognitive skills, yes, they can be the cognitive services, but you can even provide third-party or your own solutions. Yeah, that is also possible. So at the high level, yeah, we will see these three steps: ingest, obtain data in any format from any Azure store. Yeah, I said that normally you would use Blob storage, but you can also connect to databases, SQL Azure. Um, then, okay, so you ingest this data, then you enrich your data, you add more, you obtain more data from the, the storage from what you already have. Yes, so you enrich it by using these cognitive skills. Some metadata, some annotations are added, let's say. And after you build this enriched data, then you can explore, you can perform intelligent or smart search over this new perfect or better data, let's say. Usually, these cognitive skills that I mentioned in the enrichment part, they are within two categories, depending, yeah, on what are you analyzing. So the first one is the natural language processing skills, which of course include entity recognition, language detection, key phrase extraction, text manipulation, sentiment detection. So the idea is that on a structured text that you obtain from PDF files, for instance, is mapped as searchable and filterable fields in an index. So the idea is that, yeah, you read the service extracts the text and puts it over an index. So now it is searchable, yes. And the second option is image processing skills, which of course, if your data are images, video, yes, you can get like OCR, you can use facial detection, if you can recognize the person, image recognition for famous people, landmarks, the description of what is happening in this picture. So basically what you already know from the cognitive services, but now everything is connected. Again, this information is translated, let's say, to text representations, and you can search or use the index. Yeah. So this is like the let's say top level layer, but what is happening inside? Yes. So basically, in the ingest part, there is the data stored somewhere. There is a process called document cracking, and based on this, or sorry, from the information obtained there, we will build our enrichment pipeline. We will start with the let's say obtaining of this enriched data. We will examine the document, the images, by applying these cognitive skills. We will get improved information, annotated documents, which is indexed, and we can now perform a search from the web or even from our applications. Yeah, I will show this, especially this part of applications. And yeah, well, normally computer vision and text analytics are cognitive services are used for these cognitive skills. But yeah, the natural language part is applied in this ingestion data phase. Yeah, we already mentioned that. So Yeah, the data comes from an Azure data source. The indexing pipeline use whatever skills you want, and it is extensible, so you can add more skills which are already on the Azure platform, but you can also add your own. You can bring your custom skills from third party, or as I said, your own, for custom processing. Okay. For instance, they say, okay, let's classify a document, which category this file belongs to, finance, scientific publications, medicine, whatever. Yeah, well, normally, when would you like to use this AI enrichment? Well, basically, if you would like to extract information from raw data, which is not stored in databases, but unstructured text, images, videos, um, that you would like to convert somehow to text, yes, to make it searchable. Um, and yeah, also if you would like to integrate a third-party solution into the pipeline. Okay, so what are the custom skills requirements? Well, basically, they need to, um, let's say, agree with a specific format. They need to return the information as a values collection, which is, let's say, made of these elements, some record ID and the data itself. And here you can have any properties that you have, but yeah, they should follow this structure. As you can see, this cognitive skill accepts information inputs, takes an input in English, a message, and it is translated to Spanish in this case. Yeah, and you can use whatever translation API or skill that you have. Okay, if you are not satisfied with Microsoft offering, for instance. So yeah, that's basically the requirement. You can even use Microsoft Azure functions to make it even easier. So what are the steps that we can follow in this enrichment pipeline? So the main the main thing here is that the pipeline is based on indexers. The indexers populate an index based on some mappings, field-to-field mappings, between the index and your data source, you will see. And this is called the document cracking that I mentioned. The skills are attached to the indexers, so they bring the information from the documents, they intercept it and improve it or enrich the information that there, depending on, of course, the skill set that you define. If once it is indexed, yeah, you can search it. Of course, you can perform any type of queries supported by the cognitive search. Okay, so now let's go to the steps, and we will actually do it step by step, but let me explain. So the first part is very simple. You just need to connect to your storage so the document cracking phase can start. So yeah, of course, you have your unstructured data. They should be, let's say, stored in somewhere Azure can see, such as database or blob storage, for instance. Yes, that's the one we are going to use because the search, cognitive search, yeah, the indexer requires a connection to this, let's say, part from Azure. Then the indexers can start with this cracking process. They will start like breaking it in order to detect information, yes, extract this data. So if it is an image, it will be somehow converted to text. That's document cracking, extracting or creating text content from text or non-text sources. It takes time, yes. So it is not. It's better if you are testing, if you want to see if it works, start with representative data. It's not necessary that you use all your maybe gigabytes of information. Start small so you can increment your pipeline as your solution matures, because you know all the requirements. The requirements always change. Okay, yeah. Which formats are supported by the document cracking process? Okay, there are PDF files, XML, PNG, PPT, HTML, JSON, rich text format documents, Excel files. Yeah. So that's the one. That's the file formats supported by the blob storage. Also, of course, you can use well-known databases such as Azure SQL, or even NoSQL storage such as Azure Tables, Cosmos DB, MySQL, yes, and even Azure Files. But this support is in preview, private. After you get and extract the text, now it is time to perform the enrichment phase. So the cognitive skills take the turn. It's the turn. So if you already cracked, let's say, a PDF file, you can apply entity recognition, language detection, key phrase extraction to produce new information, new fields based on this data. So yeah, in your index that they are not available in the source, in the original source. The whole collection of skills that you use in your pipeline, it is called a skill set. Yeah, so the skill set, let's say, is like the merge of all these elements. It communicates the data source, the indexer, and the index. Hi, Pablo. Welcome to this stream webinar. Okay, so the skill set, the skill set can contain both the Azure built-in cognitive skills or custom skills that you provide. It can be as easy or as complex as you want or as the requirements state. It determines type of processing, also the order. And yeah, you can even determine which parts you would like the skills to be applied. Maybe for some specific fields, you would like to apply key phrase extraction or entity recognition, and so on. Yes, so these are some of the cognitive skills that you can apply. Yeah, I think we already mentioned face detection, celebrity recognition, language detection, translation, sentiment analysis, and you can also build your own skills, even using other Azure services such as Databricks or machine learning. So yeah, this is some sample skill sets. So we have in our original data, we have text files, and we also have images. These images contain text. So we can create a skill set which uses the computer vision cognitive service with the OCR functionality. So this OCR will extract the text that is contained in these images. Then, okay, so the output of this process is text, and we already have text from this first data source. So we merge both sources, And we can now apply maybe other cognitive skills, such as entity recognition, to see, okay, these images in which company were taken, or these documents to which organization belongs to. Yeah, that is possible. Or even the location, that can also be possible. Maybe because, as you know, the files, yeah, every file might have metadata, and this metadata can tell us even more information. Um, there is an update on the cognitive search service. It is now possible to save your enrichment pipeline. In the well, last year on May, this this update allows to store the enrichments. Of course, this is additional to your index normally, or in the basic pipeline. The enriched documents, they just exist. They have some lifetime. After that, they are discarded. But you can, if you use the knowledge storage, this information is preserved. So yeah, that is really useful. Finally, after you build your skill set, yeah, it is, and well, the index is created, the search index is created. It can perform full text search. So you can now use this service, the Azure Cognitive Search. And the queries are, let's say, quite easy to follow, to do. And yeah, you can even improve your your let's say your process. You can add fuzzy search queries. You can filter the results. You can try working with the scoring profiles, because every time that you perform a search, every document uh, gets or receives a score. And this score, of course, uh, the highest are more accurate, or more, yeah, it is highly accurate that they will belong to your search. Okay, in these indexes, there will be an schema, there will be fields, attributes, the usual stuff that you know from tables. Um, and yeah, you can, after the index is created, you can increment it. It is not necessary to recreate it from scratch. So that is also useful. But certain modifications, certain skills will require a field rebuild, especially if you add new fields, maybe, or complex information. So that's, again, the recommendation to use small data until the schema design is stable. Otherwise, you will lose computation time. And yeah. So, well, this is just a checklist. So you can maybe check it later, because it's the same that I just mentioned. This is just some kind of summary. And yeah, we will now go to the demo part. I think we are more or less on time. So the idea is that we will combine several cognitive services. We will integrate Azure Cloud Solutions to create this skill set. We will import data from a blob storage. And yeah, we will create this index. So yeah, basically we are going to use three elements: Azure Cognitive Search, Azure Blob Storage, and Azure Cognitive Services. And after we build it, I also created in the very last minute a mobile application that connects to this search. So because yeah, this service also presents an API that you can use for your applications after you create the index. So please allow me to go to the Azure portal. In the meantime, maybe you can confirm that you can see my screen, my the browser. Please. And yeah, if you want also, if you would like to ask any questions, please let me know. There is a delay, maybe 20, 30 seconds. So sorry for that. But yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. And yeah, I will try to answer the best I can. So please, can you confirm that you can see my browser? Okay, good. So just give me a second because I will need to download very quickly a file. I downloaded these files in the other computer, but I am working with this one. So just give me a second. I'm very sorry for this. But yeah, okay. In the meantime, maybe. So the first step, we will create an Azure storage account. So let's go to storage account. Yep, here. You know, with a storage account, you can create blob, file, table, queue storage. So let's create it. Um, I will use maybe the second. I'm not sure. Okay, let's use this one. Resource group. Let me create a new one. Let's call it AI enrichment. Okay. Storage account. Let's call it AI storage. And yes, I can use this hyphen. Location. Storage. Okay. In location, I will choose one that is close to me. With Europe. Performance standard. Okay, general purpose B2. Redundant. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hot access tier. Yes. And review and create. Yes. So this is something quite simple. It's just a normal Azure storage account. So let's create it. Let's wait a bit. It shouldn't take too much time, to be honest, to create it. In the meantime, again, a little very. Oh, okay, yes, I'm sorry for that. But maybe I can make it larger. Maybe it's better. I hope so. Okay, I hope that it's improving. So the blob storage is created. Sorry, the storage account is created. Now we go to the containers part. In this case, I will create um, a new one. Let's call it documents. No, no, yeah, documents. Okay, yeah, right. Sorry, it's a new container. So click on new container, documents. Public access level is private. Yeah, that's fine because Azure is going to use it. And the container has been created. Now I am going to upload some documents that I already have. Just give me a second. Okay. Um, Sorry. Mm, okay, maybe I need to. No, I need to minimize this. Now you can see it. Yes. So these are okay. This is a letter. This is an image. Another picture. Yes, from Mr. Satya Nadella. Uh, this is a PDF file. I think is from, yeah, it's a letter from LinkedIn. This is a website, another picture. There is even a PDF file in español, in Spanish. Yes, unstructured data, as we mentioned the whole time. So let's upload it here. So upload all these files. Mhm. So upload. We will wait a few seconds. So this is very diverse data. Now that the information is there, let's create our second element, which is the cognitive search service. So let's create a resource, Azure search, sorry, cognitive search. Yeah, it is there. Let's create it. We will need the basic information when we create a resource. So the resource group, I will use the one that I already created in the for the storage. The name, let's call it AI enrichment which is yes. And the location, of course, must agree with the one from the storage. So it was West Europe. I will use, I think the basic tire is fine. Well, I would use the free one, but I already have one, so and I think I'm not allowed to select a second one. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can, but I'm pretty sure that I cannot. Let's see. Let's review and create. Yeah, as I said, yeah, there is a validation error, so let's fix it. Let's select a different tire. So let's go with the basic. We will talk a bit about the that later. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, validation is successful and create it. It shouldn't take too long. Feel free to ask any questions about it. We are just preparing the environment. We haven't actually started with our 3 steps that I mentioned in the slides, but yeah, we're making some progress. Okay, yeah, it says that it is created. So it still needs a bit more time. It is weird because when I was testing it, it didn't took it didn't take too long. But you know, every time there is live demo, something happens. Just let me check that it is not stalled, like it already finished or something. Um, yeah, it seems that still. Okay, yeah, the service is here. But it seems that mistake. Yeah, it has already been created for some reason. Yeah, this view was not updated, but yeah, it is there. I can see everything is is here. Um, so let's click on import data. We are actually starting with our steps. So let's see if I can import. Yeah, I received some very quick message. Who knows? Yeah, it seems that Azure is now a bit against me. It was working the hour before, but yeah, let's see. I'll update this. Maybe everyone else is trying to broadcast and create Azure resources because they are also on their webinars. So yeah, it's a bit weird that this is happening. I mean, it's it's the first time that I see this message. And okay, let's try again to upload the data, import data. Let's see if it works from this view. Hmm. Okay, let's just try. So in this import data, the first step is just to select your data source. Uh, of course, we know that it is a blob storage because everything is there. The data source name is AI storage. If I remember correctly, let me see. Yeah, AI storage LB. Okay, AI storage LB. Which data I want to extract? Yes, of course, content and metadata. Parsing mode, default, connection string. Yeah, in this case, I will choose um, the AI storage LB, of course. So that's what and of course I will select that the information is within this container. So select. So if you have worked with storage account, this connection string is familiar for you. But so the container is already there. There is no blob folder, and that's it. So this is the very first step. Yes, connect your data. I mentioned you that you should use something that Azure can read, and everything goes from this very first part. Okay, where is your data? in a blob storage, in a database, SQL, or table storage, or Cosmos DB, or whatever. Second part is to add the cognitive skills. Let's hope, let's cross your fingers that this is not a problem, because as I said, something is happening with Azure, but okay. So this is the first step. Yeah, yeah, this is weird, to be honest. It's not from the process, it's something from Azure. Okay, let's just try again. Import data. Yeah, it's actually not even responding. Weird. Okay, if I can't, I have the backup, let's say, pipeline. It has to work if I just delete the index. So let's see. Yeah, who knows why this happened? Okay, here maybe I will get it. Yeah, it says service is not ready for some reason. Okay, well, I will select my other pipeline. This one. So let's say that the import data, yes, you more or less figure out what is happening, what will happen there. In this case, since I already added it, I will just select it. In this case, I am using other storage. Okay, so let's think that our previous action worked. So in this case, the data is already imported by the service. So the step 2 is to add the cognitive skills. So hopefully it will work. Yeah, here. Yeah. So the second step is, yes, to connect to the cognitive services. So in this case, we will select one cognitive service. Maybe we can use this free, but this free has 20. It allows you to consult or to query 20 elements. I already use 14, but if I delete the indexer, I can reuse it. So okay, give me a second so I can use that one. So let me just delete this. Only the index. Yes, only. Okay, again. So import data, yes, it is there. So in our cognitive skill, yes, now I can select this free with limit enrichments. Then in the add enrichments, which is like the extra information that will be attached to the data, let's select this enable OCR and merge all text into merge content field. I will just change this name because I already have the number 1. So yes, it means that if there are images, text will be detected. For the granularity, we will break the information in pages by using or with the maximum of 5,000 characters. Then we will, if we detect, let's say, celebrities, let's extract people names, organization names if we found them, and also location names like cities, streets, and so on. So here you select which cognitive services you want to include in your enrichment pipeline. Maybe not all of them are needed. Yeah, it depends on what kind of information you would like to search later. Also, we would like to obtain some tags from these images and captions. If you have worked with cognitive services, you might know which functionality is there. So yeah, this is the second step. Next, let's continue. And now we are going to configure and build the index. Again, I changed the name of it, so it is number 3. Um, and here are since this is unstructured data, you will see these fields: content, metadata storage content type, metadata storage size, some hash or MD5, content type, even the name. This is the file name. Yes, in my case, yeah, I would like this one. Content, well, might be or not relevant. It depends. If you are working with really huge documents, you would not like that the search result returns all your file because you already know have that information. Rather than bringing back all your content, let's just bring the name, and yeah, if you have your file, let's say, locally stored, you can bring it. Because again, remember that all this information, yeah, it's in the cloud and it will travel back to your device or your client application. So if you have really big files, it is pointless to bring them back, to bring the content if you already have them. Okay, I think I hope that it makes sense what I'm saying. And yeah, I think that's pretty much what we would like. Yeah, of course, people, organization, locations. These 5 come come from the pipeline that we built in the previous step, actually. Had you used, let's say, a SQL database or a Cosmos DB, you will see here the fields from your tables. Okay, that also should make sense, yes. But you will also have extra or enriched fields, of course. Yeah, if you would like other fields to also be included in your results, you use this retrievable. Um, yeah. And there are also other properties such as filterable that you can make some search. You can sort these by these fields. It depends on your the objectives. Okay. So let's now create the indexer. In this case, how often we would like to recreate this indexer? Every hour, every day, only once, which is now, or in custom time, like every 3 hours or something. And also it needs a name. Well, yeah, I could have you stick with the other. So let's submit, and it will start processing our 14 files. It will start, let's say, with the images, detecting if there is a file, text, sorry, or it will start tagging the content, detecting people, objects. It will actually start enriching, adding more information. So here we can see the progress. We can refresh it and still 0 documents. Yeah, let's see how long it takes. But maybe in the meantime, yeah, I can tell you that, yeah, we will then be able to search by using this Explorer, but we can also search from our applications because a REST API is exposed. So actually, we will use here the keys. In this case, let's say this key. So we copy, and we will obtain an endpoint from the search example. So yeah, we actually need this key. That's important. And this URL, but we will get a more complete description. I think, yeah, the indexer, no, sorry. Yeah, the indexer has already been created. There will be some warnings, yes, because, for instance, if the file is too long, there will be a truncation of characters, and maybe some skills cannot be executed, but they are not errors. Let's say they are just warnings for you. But the indexer has been created, and when this happens, it's success. We can now test our search, and here, yeah, we can create a query. So let's do this. Let's add search. Okay, let's start with Satya, which is there. And select. And here I will say, okay, I will include the fields that I want to return in my results. Location, image tags, and what was the name of the other one? It's metadata storage name. So you will see in which file this information was retrieved. So this is our request URL, and it also includes our search term. Okay, actually all this query string was just added here. So let's click on search. Okay, yeah, I have some error here. Organizations, it's in plural, sorry. Yeah, it is working now. So we see that Satya, this term, was detected in several files. For instance, it was detected in this letter. This is, maybe we can take a look at this document. Yeah, it's this letter. So this was, let's say, was a bit easy because the text was there. And yeah, it's easy, let's say, to recognize it. But the text actually was extracted. But you can see that also some relevant information is there. Like, okay, in this letter, in this document, people were mentioned, and they are included here. Could you actually build it manually? Like, okay, you are given a text file, and the customer wants, okay, extract or let me know which people is in this file. It would be quite hard, or you would have to maybe use Python R or build a neural network to detect people names in our text file. But in this case, yeah, this information was already extracted for you. Or even organizations are also detected there. There were no location, there were no image tags because, of course, this is not a picture. But take a look at this. This is an image, and in this image, yeah, Mr. Nadella was detected, and the OCR operation was also performed because you can see that they actually were retrieved by in this field, organizations field. What do you think about the service? Is it good? Is it amazing, maybe? And also some other image tags around this picture. Like, okay, there's a person. there is a human face, there is a man, which is wearing glasses, it's a male. Yeah. So, and I think, yeah, these two were the ones that were obtained. What about cognitive? Oh, sorry. Let me try another one. Okay, for some reason it is moving, so I will do this. I will include it at the end. Search is okay. Cognitive services. Yes. So we search this term, and yeah, this information. I forgot to mention that there is a search score. It was detected in this PowerPoint file. It's not in the name, but on the content. Actually, let's maybe, what about looking for Kennedy, if you want Kennedy? Yeah. So this Kennedy term was detected in this file. It is mentioned there because it is a use case, and other information such as organizations. The FBI should appear there as well. It is quite a lot of information that was retrieved by this smart search and with the pipeline that we built. So the very last thing, because yeah, we are already on the hour, that I would like to show you is that you can develop applications which make use of this search of what you just built. As I told you, you just need to connect it. In this case, you use the API key, and this URL that is here, you just use it here. In my case, I, let's say, splitted it a bit, but you can see, you can see that this search pipeline is here, like in the base address. Search pipeline will be search Windows net, and here is the index. Yeah, actually I changed the index, so I should probably update this one because before it was using a different one. Sorry. A bit complicated. Oh, actually, I just need to add that number 3. Yes, good. So now it matches. And I also add these other parameters except for the search, of course, because I would like my app users, to add their own search term. So as you can see, the search is empty, but the parameter is there. And the rest is just, if you are a C# developer, well, you know that there is HTTP client class that we can just connect. In this case, we make a get request. And also, it is important, this comes in the documentation, you need to add the API key as a header of your request. Sorry, and yeah, the rest is just implementation. Like, okay, how are you going to do it? In my case, it's just a mobile application, as I told you, that you will see in a minute. It is open, yeah. Yes, so if I look for maybe, again, Satya, these two documents are returned, which you saw in the JSON string. And yeah, you see the information, the file, the score, the people, and some image tags. I did not include all the information, but yeah, you see it there. Of course, I also modeled this JSON It is actually just this information. It's the URI, a collection of some values, such as the search score, the metadata storage name, people, organization, location, and image tags. And well, since these are arrays, I simply obtain and create a string from every item. And that's what you see here. If I maybe add another one, maybe micro. So okay, or why not Linux? Maybe. Yeah, there are 3 files where Linux is mentioned. Here, this one, and which is like a website, and the third one, which is this document. So yeah, basically that's it. As you can see, we obtain useful information from unstructured data. The objective was, let's say, fulfilled. Um, who could have imagined that from an image we could create an application and obtain information, yeah, or data, or we can perform search, right? So yeah, that's pretty much what we just did. We created this pipeline. There were documents. We created the index. We used several skills, and at the end we could connect it with our application, and of course we could also test it from Azure. So yeah, if you would like to learn more about it, I leave you some. I give you some links. By the way, I'm sorry, my presentation, my slides, I always make them available on SlideShare, or if you follow me on Twitter, I will post the link. Also, my mobile application, I will share it on GitHub. So yeah, so you can have it if you want. I will post in the chat the links for my SlideShare account and also for GitHub. So if you would like to learn how to build this, there is a quick start actually, which I just followed. Also, there is what is AI enrichment. There is also an SDK to do this. I mean, if you don't want to use the portal, if you want to make an automate or build an automate software that creates these indexes or indexers and obtains data from different sources, you can use the SDK, which is available. So that's pretty impressive. And yes, this one, the rest, yeah, that's also possible. And well, I know that we are um, on the hour, but if you have any questions, please let me know. Yeah, actually, these are my files. If you, I'm sorry, I will leave them there, but I will also paste the links. Sorry, on the sorry on the chat, so you can maybe take picture or something. Azure CLI commands available for cognitive search configuration. That's a good question. To be honest, I don't. Yeah, there should be. There should be. I mean, I'm not sure, but most probably there should be, because you can create a lot of resources from the CLI. So yeah, I'm pretty sure if there is an SDK for, let's say, C#, there should be some CLI. If you send me a message or an email, drop me an email, and I will get back to you with your answer. Okay? Thank you, Amit, for your question. So this is my slide share and also my GitHub. So this will be available later today or at most tomorrow. Let me know uh, yeah, what do you think about this? Thank you very much also for staying more time than expected. I'm very sorry. I have apologies for the late start, but I hope that this was interesting and this was useful and that you can use it in your projects. And yeah, pretty much this. So if there are no more questions, I will maybe leave the chat 1 more minute open. Thank you very much again, and see you next time. Thank you, Daniel, for your message. Okay, goodbye. Thank you very much. And tomorrow I will also be presenting another topic about custom vision. So if you want, you can also come and learn about this topic. Thank you and see you.